fabulous, Kelly Cutrone! I love that. Are we on? Yes, hi. Hi, you guys. I'm allowed to swear tonight, so I just want to say I fucking love Toronto. I know, I feel bad because I'm from New York, but nobody loves me like Toronto. It's true. Nobody loves me like Toronto. And I don't know why, because I'm such a rule breaker. And when I go to the airport, I try to get people to break the rules, and I'm like knock something over there, like put it back. And I'm like, oh my god, that's Canada. They're like such rule followers. But meanwhile, is everybody comfortable?
Yeah!
You all alright?
You want the truth?
What about the people in the back? Are you guys having a bad time? What section are you in? You're in like porn or like cars? You're in the P section? What's going on? Hi girls. Isn't this a great place to meet young, hot women? We're all the straight guys tonight.
Yeah!
All right, they're here. It's like ballet class for the straight guys. Hold on. Are they supposed to take you get, or can we help them, or no? Can you help them a break? Are there fire laws, or no? All right. So, do you guys want? Did you all read my first book? Thank you.
Great story.
That paid for my daughter's school. I really appreciate it. Hope you buy this one too. Y'all buy this one? Because she's only in 3rd grade. And private school is expensive in New York, so I'm doing my best to write my little heart out for you. I really want to sincerely say that I recognize each of you here tonight, and I really wholeheartedly am so appreciative. And I'm going to cry, so I'm going to go outside, and that's the end of my show. You're so powerful. And, I think about the world a lot because I've known, like, so many of the major players and movers and shakers since 1987 when I moved to New York. And I'm so encouraged by young people, and I really believe in you guys so much. And I really love you. And I know that people are, like, jacking on you and macking on you. And I have to say, like, that they should fuck off.
That's right.
How many times have I said the F word, ma'am? You're security, twice. Okay. I want to talk about the definition of normal really quickly. I started thinking about my second book, and my publishers called me. Can I sit on this, or will it break, and will I fall down like Alice in Wonderland or something? And go down a little literary book hole. Watch the table go. That was like my book tour in San Francisco when I ate and drank my way through the town. So when my publishers called to write a second book, they were like, we want you to rewrite the 10 Commandments. And I was like, that's a fucking joke. Because Madonna and Sinead have already like plied that, and there's no point in, I didn't really feel like I should pick on people's religion. I'm not against religion, I'm into whatever brings people to know the divine. And so I was like, nah, that's kind of lame. It's really 80s. It's like a virgin, and like Sinead ripping up pictures of the Pope on Saturday Night Live, which if you guys have never seen that because you're so young, go back and put in Sinead, spelled S-I-N-E-A-D, O'Connor, O-C-O-N-N, I think E-R or O-R, and Saturday Night Live, and you'll see her ripping up pictures of the Pope, and she was booed for the rest of her life and thrown out of the world. So when I decided to write a book, I thought about the definition of normal, because everybody's like, you need to be normal. Do the right thing. Don't look too good. You're going to a wedding? Oh, don't look too good. You need to be normal. Stop it. Stop it. Fit in. Just stop it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, everybody I know who's really successful is not normal. From people like, look at Steven Tyler. Does he seem normal to you? He's always running around. He's like 5'4", singing, wearing feathers in his hair, or Richard Branson, he's like, well, I'm going to go out in a hot air balloon, buy my underwear hanging upside down. It's like, nobody's normal. All these successful people, none of them seem normal. Who wants a normal television host? Unless they're just like good evening, welcome to the news, you know? Nobody wants anybody normal. And so then I looked up the definition of normal, and it means of average intelligence. I mean, you guys don't want to be of average intelligence, do you?
No.
No. Boo. And so I was like, okay, we're going to write this book, and we're going to talk about things that are, for me, important. And so in a weird way, the book started in Toronto because I came here to see Amma, who a born-again Christian woman who has a horrible blog, and you should write hate emails to her, called Books and Chocolate. And she thinks I invented the Universal Mother for my, like, entertainment. Apparently she doesn't know there was a religion called Hinduism that started before Christianity. And so, you know, I started to write a book that I thought, like, I wanted to talk about what was important to me. And so this book, when I came to Toronto to see this holy woman named Amma, the book started writing me. And when I was with Amma, that night I went to dinner with Amy Werner and Gian Gameshi. I'm sure you guys know him. He's cute, right? He's my cute Persian friend. I'm seeing him tonight, and I was on his radio show today. No, I'm not dating him, despite popular belief. Did I go skating with him? No. He's a lot of talk. He hasn't done Blades of Glory with Cutrone yet, but he's a good friend of mine. And I was with him, this girl Deb G from Rocket Promotions, and Amy Werner, and you know, we walked around, and I started seeing these letters that said AMMA, AMA. And when I went to see Amma, I was overcome in a state of compassion, and I was like, I couldn't be the same person anymore after I saw her, you know. And I'd been on tour with her several times, but it was when I was in Toronto, and that night I was like struck by this concept of like, what are we doing? You know, like we're running to Bergdorf Goodman, we're running to Holt Renfrew, we're running to these places, and there are all these people that are like, you know, hungry, please help. And then Fashion's Night Out, like Miss Anna Wintour's thing, it's like, I'm sorry, these girls have blow dries, they're like watching Sex and the City to get their outfits together, and it's not, people aren't sitting down to think about what we need to do, like in our hearts, you know, what are we really doing? And so I really was overcome, you know, the book really started to write itself from the moment I got to Toronto, and I was overtaken by this sense of compassion and what I was going to do in my neighborhood. You know, and for me, you know, I had a psych nursing background, so that was very good to work with fashion designers, and it was very good to work with homeless people. And so I started calling myself Kelly from the Block, like BLOQUE. And like to myself, I wasn't like wearing a towel, like an Hermes towel, with a big like KB, like I'm Kelly from the Block, I'm jumping off the stairs. But I started to talk to people, and what I realized is that there are people that we walk by every day, and they're not just the people on the street. They're the kids whose parents are sharing milk so their kids have cereal. So they have 3 kids, they have 1 bowl of milk. The first kid eats the cereal, they pour in more cereal, the second kid eats the cereal, the third kid eats the cereal. And so I started thinking about, I know this isn't very fun, it's not very fashion-y, is it? But I started thinking about love and compassion, and I really think that that needs to be part of fashion. You know, and I really think that we should be entitled to our abundance. We should be entitled to have clothes and a job and a place to live. Like, if that's our, you know, karma, then good for us. Yay, aren't we lucky? I think great. We shouldn't be apologetic for that. Most of us have probably earned it, and then we also had a little bit of a lucky boon to get us there. But I don't think it's enough just to be like, oh, thank God that's not me. I think we need to just stop, and you guys are so young. You know, you're so young, and you can do this any way that you want. You can look back in history and you can find out what hasn't worked. What hasn't worked are people who take the power pill and they don't do shit. It's been really bad. People like Adolf Hitler, Berlusconi, there's a ton of examples of people who misuse power. Then, the other bad side are the hippies. Oh, we're on acid, change the world. Like, okay, you're high and you're not functional and you look bad. You have bad style. You're an embarrassment to the movement. So what I think is that you guys hold the key to the future, which is you can have mad style and a good heart, and you can spend 80% of your time growing yourselves, growing your family, growing your careers, and then you can just give up 20% of the time making a difference, right? It's very easy. Isn't this an easy formula? You're crying because we're talking about the truth. And aren't you happy? It's much better, right? And so it's very, 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 very simple. It's just like they're 24 hours in a day. And it doesn't mean that you have to help homeless people. I just want to say, like, my thing is homeless people, you know? Like, I'll give you just 2 examples. And I don't think y'all should help homeless people if you don't feel intuitively inclined. And I pass homeless people every day, and I don't do anything for them, by the way. I don't do anything unless I feel intuitively moved to help them. So I'll give you just 3 examples. In my book, I write about the first guy. Like, so I come back from Toronto. I'm a basket case, by the way. My agent at William Morris thinks I'm on pot.